Lovely to see you. I thought I'd make the effort. I was at the Russian debutante ball last night, so I'm afraid I'm a bit hungover. Not as young as I was. But it's interesting, is it not, that we have to have this kind of demonstration if you think about it. What an anachronism the BBC is, if you think it through. We've now got a choice of over 120, 130 channels we can watch. We could subscribe or not, depending on how we want to do our viewing. There's free news on sort of Sky 24 hours a day. There really isn't any need anymore for public service broadcasting. It's gone past. It did a wonderful job in the war. It was a wonderful concept in the early days, in the 1920s, but those days have gone. And of course, it's ludicrous, is it not? So they can send, if you have a machine in your house that's capable of actually getting a BBC broadcast, if you don't pay them money, they come knock your door down and put you in prison. What an extraordinary organisation the BBC is. BBC know, I'll do the job for a measly £50,000 a year, because it's clearly only part-time. So we don't need the BBC, and of course it's desperately overstaffed. They have far too many layers of management, all getting paid far too much money. So the concept of public service has now gone, and of course their original charter was to inform and entertain. They don't inform us anymore, do they? I mean, there's no information, it's just the party line, and sometimes we worry about the bias, and I know this demonstration is largely about bias of the BBC, which of course they've already admitted to. They know their bias. They only recruit from Guardian readers. How can they be anything else? These people are complete comedians. They all think alike, they all piss in the same pot, they all eat their sun-dried tomatoes in NW1. They don't reflect the rest of the country at all. And so it has to go. Of course, they are deep state, and I don't argue that they're politically biased. They are deep state. They are the establishment. They are the broadcasting equivalent of Chatham House. You could quite easily hang every one of them for treachery, quite legally under current rules and regulations. Newspaper, do you want to buy the Sunday Express or the Sunday Times or the Sunday Telegraph, or if you're retarded, the Sunday Mirror? You go down to your corner shop and you say, I'd like the Sunday Times, please. And they say, righto, that'll be £1.50 or whatever it is. By the way, you have to buy the state newspaper. You have to buy the British Bugle or whatever they want to call it. It's a state newspaper. Otherwise, we can't sell you the Sunday Times. And that's actually what's happening, isn't it? I don't want to watch the bloody BBC. Thank you very much. So don't threaten to kick my door down and send me to prison. And millions of us are the same. Millions of us are the same. We just don't want it. It's over. I'm all for the BBC. Subscribe. If we want to subscribe, that's a decision you can make. You can make personally. If you want to subscribe, that's fine. But if you don't want to subscribe, it shouldn't be an imprisonable offence. It's absolutely astonishing. This is the 21st century. Please try and catch up, BBC. Thank you and have a great day.
In 1922, when the BBC was established, times were very different. One would often hear of their neighbours leaving their doors unlocked, and there was a real sense of community. This was the backbone and the very principles of the BBC, a bastion of truth that we felt a close connection with, and we could trust with our lives. It was a feeling of friendship, someone who was taking care of us and all watching over us. This relationship continued up until the mid-90s, but after then a dark cloud has formed over the organisation that's seen it spiral into the beast it has now become, and it must be slayed. No matter what channel one wishes to watch, we the British people are compelled by force to pay a licence fee to this organisation that is commonly felt fails to report on news accurately and fairly while seeming to push a left-wing agenda. We all here are under no illusions that the BBC publishes biased articles or news reports collectively and thus subliminally swaying the public opinion. This has put our very democracy at stake with the amount of pro-EU propaganda that we witnessed throughout the EU referendum. More recently, we heard about some of the obscene salaries that the presenters command. Champagne socialists such as Gary Lineker, who tell us we should be welcoming mass immigration into society while he lives in his ivory towers and doesn't have to queue or to see a doctor or he'd struggle to buy a house. And the best part is £2 million salary. 20,000 homes have to pay their TV licence for him just to pay his paycheck. Oh, just please think about that. The political correctness that we've seen is just on another level. I mean, as soon as one wishes to connect to the BBC Facebook page, it is evident from the banner that it's anything but what we'd call British. It is almost laughing that the presenting lineup is indeed, on any programme of the organisation, is a PC box ticking exercise on an industrial scale. Our society cannot go on like this, and the political correctness that is destroying our culture must stop now before our society is eroded away. On a personal level, as a parliamentary candidate, I will never forget how the BBC treated me in the 2017 general election due to UKIP's pledge to end the TV licence. I was completely brushed to the side and given the least airtime possible, while feeling the daggers from presenters when being interviewed who clearly had an agenda. We commonly hear that BBC stands for the Brussels Brainwashing Channel or the Biased Broad Corporation. I mean, the list just goes on. And how many times have we heard the term "despite Brexit" on news reports? Receiving funding from the EU, it is evident that he who pays the piper calls the tune, and there's no question that this treacherous organisation is doing this. This enemy within are playing their part to condition us into accepting a Brexit in name only.
Oh yeah. Down with the BBC. Down with the BBC. I very proudly now do not pay my BBC TV licence. So BBC, if you hear me here, I don't pay your licence. I don't pay your propaganda tax anymore. So do what you will. But I know my legal rights. So
don't have to let him in.
That's it. Right. Yeah, I mean, the BBC, again, you know, they never talk about the impact of mass migration on wages. They always talk about the housing crisis. They always have, you know, Anna Soubry on. They always have Michael Heseltine on. They've always got, you know, and Michael Heseltine, of course, we found out. Well, I found out a few days ago. Gets £90,000. I was tipped off for this because I shared an MA where he said he got £900,000 a year from EU subsidies. It's actually £90,000, but that's still a huge amount of money he gets. And the Kinnocks, you know, again you get Stephen Kinnock leading the pro-Brexit team. You know, the Kinnocks, the family, Neil Kinnock, Stephen Kinnock, they've received about £10 million from the EU as a family since the time of the Maastricht Treaty. So again, these people have a lot of vested interests. I'll give you some facts actually on how much funding the BBC gets. It's in the last decade, BBC were paid £25 million. Have been paid £25 million from the EU. Obviously, that is not a huge amount of sum, but as Jacob Rees-Mogg pointed out, actually, that you know that money is given to the BBC on very strict conditions that they promote the EU. So again, the BBC isn't being transparent about this, and it has to be transparent about the financial incentives it gets for its bias.
Some good, some bad, and we just come to our conclusion. So yeah. And we seem to be being normalised to a lot of pretty bad things. Like they put out a little video saying how to apply your makeup after an acid attack. Or what was the other one? Something on the BBC Asian network. Should I marry my cousin? I think that's a pretty obvious no. Yeah. And another tweet, Majid Nawaz slammed for this, was what is the right punishment for blasphemy? There is no punishment for blasphemy. We will speak out against any theocracy and any establishment like we are here today.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
to travel to. Now some of you are probably wondering why I'm dressed like this. This is the... I'm not mentally ill. Well, some people, the left think I am, yes. This is the outfit of V for Vendetta in the book and film of that name, and tonight is bonfire night and he used to wear the Guy Fawkes mask. Now obviously we're not here to support the violence he sought to do, just as we're not necessarily here to, as a papist rebellion, to demand loyalty to the Vatican, though if people such as Jacob Rees-Mogg wish to be Catholic, they're very welcome to. We strongly believe in freedom of religion. So if there's anyone from ITV called Hazel Brown hiding here, I'd just like to say we support freedom of religion. Now, I want to stress that this needs to be a peaceful event, and the police have been very positive and cooperative, as is going to become clearer by the end of this event. So I want a very calm procession, please, in a minute down towards Parliament. And I'd like to stress I thank the police very much for their support. They have not placed any difficult or unfair condition on this march.